Trevor Bauer basically had a 3-minute segment. Somebody asked him if he had any problems with the on the field antics that Tatis did after he hit dingers off of him. And Trevor basically said, if you're in the mindset of when you strike somebody out, he's speaking from a pitcher's perspective, and you strike somebody out in whatever situation it is, whether you're mowing people down straight through the inning or you're coming back and you're getting a clutch strikeout and you're celebrating, whether you're clapping at your glove, you're yelling in the air, that's an act of celebration. He said, so we're at the professional level. Why can't they celebrate when they hit one off me? How rude is that? If I'm yelling in your face after I strike you out and I'm talking shit and I'm walking into the dugout and I'm like, fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. But when someone hits a home run off me, I get upset. Trevor literally said, and I quote, that makes you soft. He couldn't have been more right, because I just said it. When a pitcher's hype, a pitcher gets hyped, nobody wants to stop a pitcher. Nobody has any problem with a pitcher celebrating. But the second someone does a bat flip, the second someone celebrates, the second someone does anything around the bases that someone doesn't like, it's an act of disrespect. I think we need to throw those old-fashioned baseball rules out the window, because nowadays we're coming into a younger generation of people who genuinely like to celebrate. I'm not saying stare the pitcher down, flip them off, hold your nutsack, say a lot of stupid shit. But, dude, if I'm hitting fucking moonshots off you 400-plus feet and you're one of the better pitchers in baseball, you got a problem with me getting hyped. But if I was to whiff at your fucking curveball, you get to celebrate. I think it's a load of bullshit. And I think that correlation of the second someone hits a ball and it goes yard and they do a bat flip, all right, cool, I'm hitting you the next time you come up. Trevor's right, man. That's soft. Players deserve to celebrate. Trevor literally said, to get to this level is hard enough. To hit a home run is even harder. If I'm talking, why can't you talk? Mm-hmm. And Tatis obviously did the antic of covering his eye, because apparently in spring training, Bauer pitched to Tatis with one eye open in spring training. So he kind of mocked him back and ran around the bases with one eye. He kind of stutter stepped to go over third base. His bat flips were a little bit on the more, animated side.
He flaunted it.
Yeah, but who the fuck cares, bro? Trevor Bauer's one of the best pitchers in baseball. This is one of the best rivalries. Your teammates are both teams are talking shit the whole time. So what? Enjoy it. It makes it fun, and it makes the opposition team. Oh, that's how you gonna act. All right, cool. So you do something. You strike that guy out next time, or you go hit a dinger and do something cool, bro. I just think it makes baseball better, man. And love Trevor Bauer's point of view, because it's coming from his mouth directly, and it's legit. What do you feel about this? And he talked about it for like 3 straight minutes. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, what are you supposed to do? Not celebrate? Not get excited? You just hit a home run against a Major League Baseball player. Do you know how many kids dream of just being in the stadium, let alone hitting? Come on, man. Like, it's still a game. People got to celebrate. Just like NBA players celebrate when they hit threes or they block somebody, or an NFL player when they moss somebody. It's the same concept. Baseball has always been on that pedestal of like, you need to be more respectful, or there's like unwritten rules. Everybody knows there's unwritten rules in all sports, but to not let the opposing offensive player celebrate, I just think that's a double standard, and it's changing quickly. We all remember what happened when Jose Bautista hit that home run in the postseason, and he kind of started the bat flip trend. Dude, Baseball went nuts. They were like, he's disrespectful, he's rude, he's absolutely out of control. Yeah, bro, the narratives that came out of baseball when he did that were ridiculous and uncalled for. He hit a walk-off home run in the playoffs at home. What is he supposed to do? Thank you, everybody. Like, no, bro, get hyped. You know how hard that is? And like I said, man, I think Trevor said it perfectly. I think that this rivalry is good. And I think the attitudes like that, in moderation, of course, like I said, nobody needs to be disrespectful, are just healthy for the sport.
Yeah. I think the way that I see it is, it's like you said, it does get to a point, though, like where it may be like too excessive. But to do like a little bat flip, to maybe just kind of celebrate a little bit after getting a home run, I don't have a problem with that. It's like when, I don't know, there's a certain threshold that I think that we could all kind of agree is maybe a step too far. Like if you're like dead ass staring somebody down like the entire time, or like if you hit a home run and you're like looking at them for like 2 to 3 seconds before you start trotting down the first baseline, there's probably just certain examples that you come up with. I'm not really the best one to come up with examples of like certain celebrations that may go too far. But what he did over the weekend, I don't think that was wrong. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, no, it's I would say, excuse me, puppy hair. I think it's like if you were to pitch something and we're going at it, we have a known hatred for each other or just a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? Just a chippy attitude towards each other. You're talking shit. You strike me out. I come back and I hit a shot off of you. If I'm talking shit back to you, that's fine. But if I do the bat flip and I'm talking shit around the entire bag, the entire diamond, and I'm just ripping you, I'm cursing, that's uncalled for. A
Yeah.
bat flip and you just trot around the base, so what? It's not that serious. Like, it's just, I don't know. It depends on the player, it depends on the person and the type of individual that you are. There's no reason to be soft because everybody celebrates for everything that you do in a major sport. And I think that people need to get that narrative out of their head that it's disrespectful, because it's not.
I mean, I remember one example from a couple of years ago. You could probably remember this one pretty clearly. Do you remember when A-Rod got beaned
Yes,
at the Red
sir.
Sox game?
Yes, sir.
And he was getting
Ryan
freaking-
Dempster.
Yeah. And then he comes back later in the game and hits a bomb to straightaway center. And trust
Dead
me,
solid.
he let Dempster know about it rounding the bases too.
Yeah, but that's different because Dempster was trying to hit him, like, I want to say 2 or 3 straight at bats, and he dinged him on one of them, and Dempster still didn't get ejected. So, yes, I remember that game vividly. I believe we still lost that game, if I remember correctly, but that's a different kind of animosity. That's a Boston Yankee hatred back in the day when we were like going back and forth consistently. Mind you, we haven't had a good rivalry game in a while because we both kind of suck right now. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's crossing the line. The intent of hitting someone and then shit talking around the bases. That's both people doing that to each other. But bro, just celebrations. I don't care if you strike me out. Cool, get hype. You deserve it. I hit one off you, get hype.